it's always nice to draw in the spirit at the beginning of any work that we do, because we're going to remember some activities of our people in the past. Miikoiniman na big tish ground and agi pitchina ma goyam mistoen damin or chibe agi ska goyam mitashi Bukseni man mistoen damin or syringe given Shishweni migu siang in the stone danimak. You are Diwabanum and the Bishoen Mishnam, Mishomis, no kumis. Inoke where the Shawan, Anish 9 to Kain in a bit or Shawan, Kain where they went ashit and the Susi gone or Neshi. Kinegay go would be ticket check or when you job on the monk Kinegay go near much Mkcay or okay. Mitashia Minoa what and in Gapianum. I mean what Timinogi Kenmanan or Miskomiinan or Mkcay can enter go push condemn. Mitashia Timinoa and the many manan open here. Me what again when dashed or we Pishoen or okay. Which Pishoen mission and mission no comment. Minogain or her gear did. And it's 9 to go in a bit or yeah, non driver. Yeah. Been a non demotination a bit. Me, my day, a penny more, okay. Can we into one or Mkcay, 9 to win. With the share day, Pishoen mission no question. Okay, what the geese going? Ishikona is 9 to gain or in a bit or canoeing or nitam gisik. Nishu gisik. Okay, in winter or Ikinamak or Nanguk gisik is Naguk. You are the Nisho gisik. Pishoen Mishnam, Mishomis, no. In or Nisugisic again or wete me wete tamaguk or the bay. Mamo and this is shing or the bay. The kamakuk or on the bay. Me wete again can you educate no commission commission sinan okay or Pishoen winning Chicago. Mishomis, no miss. Okay, what can you would take or music? Me what they went up minang or the do. Yeah, he went or a penny moyang or when it's since doing not going a pitch not or wiindamoon or animation castle. Okay, do them none. Into market when in away apii to protection thing. Wakakwete or ego yeah showing spirit. Showing mission no. Okay, nam okay or you can enter Marganan or give a show or give it around. Okay, in Tam or Pito kumigama. Mkcay nising pito kumigama. Mkcay nising pito kumigama. Mkcay o no soy kumig. Kay Mkcay nanando na wai kumig. Again, yeah, when you situate na when you quit to be showing Mkcay. I mean, okay, and a bit opito in the stone dime. Okay, you quit my hand. Or to be showing me no when you know go and go be Baakwemin. Showing Mishnah, Shemanido. Showing Mishnah, showing Mishnah, Shemanido. Showing Mishnah. Oh, he's trying to.
Can I get out?
I think I got it. The back was someplace. Anyway. That's from this morning yet. I'm still keeping it. Is there a certain topic that we want to pick? Maybe summer events. Maybe, I don't know, something like that.
Niibin, summer.
Kuge mikwendamang Niibin go as you say magak. We mikwendaming no Niibin as you say go yeah, pimino on the key one yeah, Niibin. Yeah, peer. Wabandamang Pinigay go near. You Wabandamang or got to Temagok. All the berries that are. That's how you would say got to take is like all the berries that ripen. Got to take. It's a we were pay nongum aksha or we quend among or yeah basic or got to take Zaagwaakaamok and we were peace Mawinzowin basic Mawinzowin Zaagwaakaamok that's saskatoons. I'd like to share a story, share a story about my mom. She and my dad, they went to look for saskatoons. And then, so they know where some saskatoons used to grow. So they went there and he was going to go and check out that bush, see if the berries are ripe. Then she heard this bird sing to her. And that bird said, "Kamashe adisosiiwag. Kamashe adisosiiwag." But she went anyways. She went past that bird. I guess that bird was saying the they're not ripe yet. So when she got to where the berries were, the berries weren't ripe yet. So they came back, and that bird came, sang her a song as she was leaving, and she heard that bird sing, "Giidaanige, wiindamoon." So I tried to tell you, and that's what it so that was Mom's listening to the bird. She was going to go and fix that stone. So it's stories is one of the stories that happened. Some of the berries that come, the first berry that comes is Odemin. It's a hard berry. Odemin, strawberry.
Ode is the heart, right?
Yeah.
Ode is the heart, yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard. You have to say things right. You hear it right. You have to say it right. If you make a mistake, you're gonna might make a wrong sound and totally different meaning. There. You almost have to say that. There. Jinongadewe, 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 Jinongadewe. So you have to say that day right. And so that's what those are summertime events, eh? And some of the things that the other one is Miskomiinan. Those are raspberries, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good.
And this one here is that time is Zaagwaakaamok. Zaagwaakaamok. That's saskatoons. I think they're all Baasawak. Baasawak means they're dry now. So it's hard to get a pick when things are all dried out. So you have to get them when they're in season.
Yeah, very good.
I remember them being picked around July 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, all that. Is that my phone?
That's my phone, sorry.
Okay.
Niibin.
So we could think about other berries like
Amen.
I don't know if the fruit cherries are
Choke cherries?
fruit cherries.
Becca. Let me get my stuff out. Anintagin. Choke cherry.
Okay. I had it before, but so we have to. Well, we'll leave that blank until we come back to it. We had some other ones like tetetaamiinan. I don't know if that's in nanny berry. In English, I don't know if they have an English. There must be an English word for it.
Anishnikadegen.
It might be a tetetaamiinan.
Tetetaamiinan.
Yeah,
Okay, good. I forgot. Yeah.
yeah, we used to pick them. I remember on that highway stop there in towards Brandon, on the right hand side there was some there one time. Tetetaamiinan.
Tetetaamiinan, I think.
It's kind of a black flat berry. Yeah, tetetaamiinan. Chicotesh, I think one of the last berry is Niibamiinan.
Cranberry now.
Yeah, cranberries, eh?
Niibamiinan.
Yeah.
Niibamiinan. So we have those.
What did you say again? What did you say?
Niibamiinan.
Kind of berries again?
Niibamiinan.
That's a
Cranberry.
cranberry. Yeah.
My
Yeah, so-
Niibamiinan. Niibamiinan.
Oh yeah, there's are you taking plums? Plums is you know. I forget the name of that plum.
Kunigan
Wait.
Jason o Dakkandan.
A plum.
Did I name on Jason?
We
Look up something. Bagasasan or something?
oh yeah, okay, son.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Bagasasan.
son.
Good, yes.
Yeah. Chico, Pagan is hazelnut.
Hazel.
Pagan.
Like bagonic. More than one.
Paganak.
Yeah, and then there's giidaanige. That's really it's got a prickly outer covering. It comes like a you describe that.
Those are the ones we find in the bush, eh, Charlie? They're green. They got little hairs on them. They're prickly.
Yeah, they're prickly. Yeah.
Are those gooseberries? Or are
No,
those
those are-
nuts?
That's that nut he's talking about. A
Uh,
hazelnut. It's in the bush.
The one with the prickly berries, yeah. And then there's gooseberries too. There's a name for that. And then so
That Bagan. I just want to speak to that Bagan word. There's some history with this word. Baganatik. Baganatik is where this particular nut grows on. It's that one that Charlie's describing. It's green. It looks prickly. It can prick your fingers. But the stick, not the stick, but the wood that it grows on is called baganatik. And the importance of that baganatik is, from what I remember, is when, from the time I can remember when my mother would dance, Sundance in Long Plain, the first thing that they would have her do is to make her stall, out of poplar, of course, but in front of where she danced, she had to cut four pieces of that wood. And maybe about up to my knee. And then she would have to turn it inwards like this and tie it up. And it was a staff. She would have to make a staff out of each one of them. So in the end, she had 4 staffs standing in front of her in her, where she was dancing in her Sundance stall. And so that's the first time that I'd ever seen a staff. You know, nowadays you see staffs in lodges and powwows, but that was when I was a little girl. That's a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
At Paganatik.
So those are, yeah, that's important to know, because we can still do it yet today.
Okay, good,
when
yeah.
we're convinced, you know, we get down Dawab ma Paganatik. Dawab ma is, you look for that one.
China, and that was that why Baganatik, meaning it's that one, that tree is very symbolic but very important.
So we're having a topic on summer. So anything that we can come up with words of summertime.
Okay. Gijate.
Yeah, shot.
Yeah, get to more.
Gijate, yeah. Means the sun is shining hot. Yes.
Mkcay ito. Somebody goes black from sun.
A black tan.
That Gijate, yeah, it's about more the weather, right? And then Gijade is hot, like Nin.
Nin Gijis.
Oh, Gijis.
It's like I think it has something to do with the rays, sun rays.
Gijate, yeah, so the sun
Like-
and the
Like
rays.
Zaagate?
Yeah, shot.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. Sagate. The sun is out. Yes.
Zaagwaakaamok, the sun is out. Yeah. It's like if you had a cloud and there's a space where there's no cloud, and then that sun pierces through. Zaagwaakaamok. So
That's what happens after it rains. Sagate.
How do you say that when someone's turning black?
After they, what's it?
Mkcay aso.
So
Mkcay, so
And then Nin Giz. How did you, what is that again?
Gijis. Nin Gijis. I'm hot.
Gijis, yeah. Gijis.
Oh,
Gijis.
Gijizo. Gijizo is that person's hot?
Uh-huh.
So Anna used to say.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Used to. Put a key in there.
That's what she used to say about you, Jason.
Me, aazha. But that's like, because you even see that with like animals when they get too hot or something, you know?
Mhm.
Gijizo. We got Gijizo, game up and no G, like when they're
Yes.
hot and when they get hot quick, eh?
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, Mawinzowin. Uzamaso is when somebody's having a heat stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Uzamaso. I get that way in the lodge when I get really red.
oh, yeah.
Uzamaso.
Janine.
Yeah, when we're dancing.
Ozamaso.
Yes,
Being
like a,
a pie Nitau Giade, Venetia. You know, that's when the birds are born, eh? Some of them might be born a little bit earlier than in the spring and stuff. But some of them, mashi, ashiok,
Majiash. Iyok.
means they start to fly. And then so
Yashiook. Oh, yeah.
machi ashiok, machi. Bimashiwak is like they're flying by. Eh?
uh-huh.
Yeah, way off the chicken sheep, so sheep. They fly pretty fast. The ducks.
Mhm. Then I say, oh, shy, Mr. McGinn.
There's lots of birds. We have to have a session on birds. And we have
Oh,
to
we
get
do, yes.
we'll get somebody that's a little bit versed in different kinds of birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know some of them, but not all of them. And I don't
You know who would know is up in Tanishna Bemoa, Alfred.
Alfred Pruden?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Dale's brother. Maybe we could bring him in somehow. I don't know if we can use that Zoom.
Oh, Ron?
Oh,
We
yes,
should
Ron.
we should get a book on the Manitoba birds. And then take it along to some of the language areas, and then get people to record names of birds.
Got all the birds.
Yeah, all the birds that you can think of. I know we need words like hawk, and we need words like pelican. You know, there's a bird called a fisher too.
Yeah.
Can we talk
There's an
about,
animal called
can we
fisher,
talk about land? Niiganakke, first land. Niiganakke. Niiganakke, first land. And then Anishinaabe is Anishinaabe land. And some people even referred to this back when I remember as Canada. This is what Canada is Anishinaabe.
Yeah, we need lots of time with language. And Magsagatan Debisindawanan in Ishinabe.
Kagwiting, yeah. Agwidia, okay. Agwidia, okay, we're gonna talk about this treaty, the come treaty here. We're gonna be talking a lot about this one. Agwidia, okay, treaty land, it means. Agwide, okay.
Agree, like putting two things together. Avoid you
Uh-huh.
in putting two things together. And so that makes a treaty.
Sometimes you'll have people say, well, didn't the go? Meaning, I'm treated to this land or wherever the we go. When you hear people say that, they're saying they're treated to a certain place.
How's that?
Dagwigo,
Dagwigo?
Dagwigo, yeah.
You probably have to explain it a little bit more.
If I said, probably I'll say the treaty, I'll identify who I am and I'll say, Dagwigo. Meaning, what I've just said is, I'm treated to Lone Plain.
Oh, yeah.
Kinoskodak is Lone Plain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you say Long Plains again?
Kinoskodak. Kinoskodak.
Kinoskodeak.
Kinoskodak, it's like this. It's like this. Like this, that's how, this is the only way I can explain it. It's like a long plane is what that is, yeah. I can only describe it like this, yeah. Kinoskodak, that's Long Plain.
Kinoskodeak.
The old people used to say Gaganoskodak, but nowadays, I don't know where it lost. The old people used to say Gaganosk. Gaganosk sort of adds to how long those plains are, but somehow the reserve has condensed it to Kinoskodak. But that's the old word for Long Plain is Gaganoskodak.
Gaganoskodeak.
Yeah.
And when they're saying they're from there, that's when they're changing it to Ganoshkodeyang. Like
No,
that's
when I read the treaty documents, like, because we're so involved with treaty now, Charlie and all the other people, all I see there is Ginoshkodeak. Somehow they've shortened it, you know, because I remember it as Gaganosk, but I guess that's a political thing. I don't know.
Well, I think it's important for us to hear on the longer version of things.
Yeah.
Like even me, I would say no, and then when Frank Boyer said it, now, and then so that it's different from.
Right. What Charlie's talking about is we had a discussion about that the naming of Kapyong, and the name is the way they spelt it was Nawi Udena. So we corrected them and said it's supposed to be Nawa I Udena. And then Frankie Nawa I with double I maybe Nawa I. The emphasis is I. And so that's the center of a community, like that's what that word means. But Treaty 1 had it wrong. There it is. There it is. Jason's got it. That's how you spell it. But then what Charlie's saying is Sandy Bay, Frankie Bolio is stays online with us because he's the interpreter, the speaker, and he said na wai na Charlie.
Yeah.
He added.
And then we had, remember we had a discussion on this mermaid?
Yes.
That mermaid, the way that you made it sound is, Kinoje, no?
Yes. Ginoje. Yeah.
No, Kinoje. Then,
Niibamige. Niibamige. Ginoje. Niibamige. Kwe.
Niibamige, kwe. Niibamige, kwe. What do you think it's saying?
I have the breakdown somewhere. I don't have it in front of me here.
It must tell us something about what they saw in that mermaid.
Ginoja has to do with a woman, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think what do you call her? What do you call them? They're Clarence Niibin and his wife. It's like a spinster woman. And somebody who I think is kind of, I don't know what that spinster, how we can interpret that as somebody who's alone or.
Is that similar to a fish?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is actually. I was going to say that it. I remember. I don't have it in front of me here, but Ginoja is a fish. No, Jason.
I'm called to say pike.
See, these guys know their fish.
So what I wanted to get at too was when somebody asked, how do you say mermaid? And Shirley Williams, his dad, used to say stories about the Nanambi, Nanambi, Mkcay. And when I hear that Nanambi, it's like for us when they talk about the hippopotamus. My mom used to say Nanambi kukush. So that's
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Like
Anamabi under the water, Minija.
yeah.
Anamabi.
Yeah, Nanambi.
Yes, that would be a mermaid too. Yeah.
Hippopotamus.
Anamabi. Anamabi is a description of under the water. Anam.
Yeah. Nanambi.
And going back to
say that Nanambi, there's a almost like a prefix to some of these words. Nanambi. That's so there's a double sound there. And then when they say over here, I heard people say washkeshi. Then I heard another speaker from up north. He said, well, washkeshi. So we could be listening to one another, and we could understand each other, but I think some of the words we could improve on how we say some of the words.
Can I go back to that word, giidaanige, Niibamiinan? That giidaanige, go back to that word. Giidaanige means something that's long, right?
Okay.
You know, it describes something that's long. Giidaanige. Like in the water, something that's long in the water.
If you describe tall, you say giidaanige. If you say tall, like somebody is tall, say giidaanige.
Giidaanige. Okay, good.
So, and then if you say the opposite, it's takose.
Yes, takose.
Short.
Yes.
And some of our people are short, some of them are tall.
So when you're going back to nawai odena, and then he said nawai odena, like Frank said, the extra prefix. So
Yes.
they still mean the same, right? But so if he said nawai is the center, and then would nawai mean like the very center?
I
know what I
don't
mean?
know, like that's what Sandy Bay, like he's from Sandy Bay, so that's what they add to theirs. No, now
Oh, okay.
but yeah, you know, for all we know, that's what it might mean. Sure, that's a good point. The extreme center or the, yeah, what you said there.
The very
of the
center.
Yes.
Interest.
Yep,
Yeah, like a pin drop, exact coordinates.
yeah,
Centrally centered.
centrally
The
centered.
exact center.
Yep,
Well, because we hear that in words, right? Like it's the same words, and then some people do that too, right? Like you're saying, it was wash keshi and wash keshi.
yeah, some people add to it. Depends on where you come from, I guess, you know, Shkunigan.
Yeah.
Something that's left over.
Shkunigan, a reserve is, yeah, that's really what it means. It's something that's left over. But that's what we call our reserves, eh? Shkuniganan, Shkunigan.
Leftover land.
How did Shirley Williams say mermaid? The one that was like under the water?
Yes. Anambik, ikwa. The woman under the water.
Anamabik ikwe.
Okay, good, yeah.
How's
that?
She spelled it different.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Nina.
That's Ontario dialect, right?
Yeah.
Nenam,
Well, no, the
nenam.
way she spelled it is Nanabwe. So not Nanabwe.
Nanabwe. Nanabwe. No, I don't understand that one. Nanabwe.
And then she said that's right. She said, She wrote down ENH. Kind of a yes answer.
A wiki, yes.
Oh yes, wiki. Get.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good that you put that point in there with her name in, so like it references where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the way that sounds like the way Kuku would talk about the hippo. Anamebikwe. or Namibikwe?
Anambikwe.
Okay.
Takes the I. The I would be silent. Anambikwe.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's good to honor how we can pick up on each of the conversation of the dialects too.
Mhm.
We could. And I remember hearing that song, the Ombe Majada Jibo Bitaban Ken go men Nena Kodenge Gumba. That's what I heard from Jim, who heard it from the teacher of the song, was Dan Pine from Garden River. So when we say here, Uma, what I heard him saying is Nenapunige and Nenapunige Ba. It's almost like here. And I thought, well, that's what I kind of hear in that dialect. Ba is same as Uma. And Nenapunige is a way of doing things, or like even Nakunige, it's like pointing the pipe in Nakunige, pointing the pipe.
When we say this, when we do the pipe song in the lodge, usually we're singing to that, we're pointing the pipe when we're singing the song, the Ainakwaniga. Yeah.
So, and Nakunige wind is like a way of the pipe, or Nakunige wind. And yeah, it's like Uncle talking about me in the Sundance when he expressed Mkcay he's talking about me, that I have that that ceremony for presenting the pipe and stuff. So if you had articles like that, the okich is the pipe stem. The bowl is the organ. The near organ. Some of them is black stone. Mkcay. There's a red stone. Squat. Those are like in the motion, you could tell somebody to hand you the pipe in the motion. You know, if you're the pipe carrier and you have a strawberry in the motion, hand it to me. So that then you do it apii. I take do it apii forward. I take the pipe Gaina kunamoa. Gaina kunamoa. That I will point the pipe where I will present the pipe
Yep.
to that spirit. Wabano, Ebit, Manido. That morning spirit. So it's you could follow along there some of your thoughts, about the energy that comes in the early morning. Miwete wenda shit. Oh, because that is where, when we were talking about the East, Miwete wenda shit. The story we share every morning. The story we share. So that's every morning. The eagle, the bald eagle will fly. The Wabamad Nishnabin. The Wabamad Nishnabin is looking for the Anishinaabe. When in is who? Teabe or Kagi Targeted, who is praying. I wouldn't use Anamia. Anamia seems to refer to a reader. I don't know for readers, Anamia. That's how I would look at. And so that's our prayer sometimes. That is what was given to us. Oh, program.
Chigagis tagusim.
Yeah, Chigagis tagusim. Chigagis among it all money too.
Good.
Yeah. So Chigagis go on or same. You ask somebody to pray or to talk to the spirit. It's a gentle word, a respectful word for the spirit to listen to you. Wiindamoon, we are telling that one, it's nice when you're following along. It's easy to feel the good words, the good energy from the things that we use. Niibamiinan.
Hope, if you're still in the building, come to the NPR.
That's you can cut that out.
We don't know how to interpret that one.
If you ask somebody to stand here, Niibamiinan. give it chin. Or stop here. Give it chin.
Is that both the same for you?
Yeah.
Or stand over here?
Give it chin.
Stand here and stop. Stop. Kibichin.
Chin. Stop.
Stop.
The chief asked me, how do you say stop? And I said, keep it chin. I spelled it Giibitchin. I don't know if you guys can spelling, but it's all over.
It's on the stop sign.
I typed in how I spell it.
No, I just want to get on the stop sign and he told me, asked me that. But keep it chin, stop. It's Niibin. Look both ways. Yeah, Niibin.
Misha, Dway.
It's Niibin. We use that word in the lodge when you get two songs. Yeah, Mkcay. It's Mkcay.
How would you write that? Dway.
Just like what Jason just posted there. Dway.
Sorry, I haven't been checking the chat.
It's all in the chat. It's all in the chat.
Oops.
Niibin.
It's Niibin.
Yeah.
Like when you stop sign.
Misha, yeah, Dway, Niibin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look both ways.
Would that one be something?
Look both ways.
Look both ways. It's Niibin. Yeah. You can say a car is coming. I don't know which is the correct phrase, but that one, you could say that.
Kamago bichi biteo taban.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Bichi.
Uh-huh. That's the other way you could say that.
Yeah. Don't spell it like the stop sign one.
No, not like that.
Bichi daban.
That one. Those guys were from Sandy Bay. They were passing a car, and then there was a car coming on traffic. Oh boy, a Sundan boy.
Or stop the car. Is that what that is? The cheap a day? Is that
There's a car coming.
okay? Different way of saying it.
But what he was saying is that Shandan is like a Shandan is feed the gas. A Shandan.
You're talking to your friend there, feed the motor some gas. Shandan.
Yeah.
Shandan boy, he must have been getting kind of desperate. Shandan boy.
Yeah, and the other word for that is magushkan. Magushkan. is meaning to put the pressure on the pedal. Like, you know, really put a lot of pressure on it. Magushkan.
Yeah.
Pedal to the middle.
Yes,
Put the pedal to the middle.
Magushkan. Pressure it, like pressure it, push it down.
yes. Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Push the pedal.
No pressure.
Augustin is,
Put the pressure on the pedal.
Magushkan is assuming that the pedal is only maybe here, and if somebody says Magushkan to you, you press it all the way down. That's a description of that.
Mm.
Kipiko. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but pass somebody.
Oh, yes. Geget, Quebeco.
Kipiko.
Yes, that's it. Kibichin. Kibichin is stop.
It's that's a command almost.
Yes,
It's a command to stop.
stop.
My Jibison is let's go now. Or move now.
Like start driving.
Right.
Yep. Geget, that's the way, Jason.
My jeep is up.
My Jibison.
My GB Zun. Zun, zun, zun.
Like you're in the car, eh? So, Michigan, much I die. You could say that. Isn't that song too, eh? Much I die. Be much I die. Come. Be, come. Be, come. Much I die. Let's go. Come, let's go. Dubois, Dubois.
Four.
It's almost you have to use that. Dubois, it means before
Before,
before the morning.
Sometimes you'll hear some of us say Majan, Majan. That's a word, that's an encouragement word. Majan, Majan, keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Mahjong.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, Majan ki. Majan gin kainin. Kainin, I mean, not
You
me.
give somebody instructions to go and do something, then you say, my son. So they know that you're finished now. You're finished talking to them. Oh, my son's good.
Yeah.
Iko.
So,
Machan Shiko. Go now. Yeah, go now.
nowhere, Sema. Here is some tobacco. Nowhere, Sema. Here is some tobacco. No way.
No way.
Nowhere. Nowhere, Sema. You're telling that person, here is some tobacco. Nowhere, Sema. Is that finished now? Okay. Umish. Go and give them. Umish or a king she.
Umish.
Spell that wrong, right, Kirby?
Maybe not.
You better spell that one right, because if you do it wrong, it means something else.
You're wrong. Oh, yeesh. Yeah, ZH, Anna says. Me. Oh, me.
Umish.
Mish.
Umish. Oh, I can't see.
Okay.
Okay, Wendy, yeah, huh?
A Q&T.
That's
The old man. When we say a Q&T, that's an old man.
but it's also if you listen to the word ake, break that for ake, and then Wanzi. Wanzi is from the land, right? Ake,
Yeah.
Wanzi.
Mhm.
Oh, Wanzi is from the land. Yeah, that's a neat word.
Yeah. Giidaanige. Yeah, I heard that too. Giidaanige. I don't know if
I get that, huh?
Giidaanige is the old people.
Todd the Zeke.
Or Gitchanishinabe. Gitadizike, Magitchanishinabe. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The old ones.
Yeah. Wabi Quet. Wabi Quet. Somebody's got white hair.
Wabi is white. Yeah.
In my case, it's Baakwemin. You got no hair.
It's bald.
Yeah, bald is Baakwemin. Bald head. Let me check that. My dad said that his name is Mkcay. He said white hair blowing in the wind.
Hmm.
Waban.
Wow.
And then there's a reference of wind in there at the end there. White hair blowing in the wind.
I like that.
Then
Hmm.
it said it blew off the top of his head. He said. So,
Oh, Manakoyash.
yeah, the sense of humor with his name.
Chaos.
Yeah, Mkcay.
We didn't do we did a Q&Z, but we didn't do the female, which is Mindimwe.
Okay.
That's what I get called. Mindimwe. Meja. Mindimwe, yeah. Meja.
Yeah, not Mindaway.
Not Mindawe, no. That's a different word. That's right.
Yay.
I-
Yay.
You say white hair?
Waban,
Wabi.
Wabikwe. Wabikwe is white hair. Somebody who has white hair.
Mhm.
Wabikwe. Somebody who has white hair.
And then, okay.
Can you say old people again?
Giidaanige.
Giidaanige.
Todd is the. Mhm.
Miigwech.
Good ones. We're already in the 80s. Wow.
And we still haven't got the choke cherry yet.
I thought we did. I thought Jason had the word for choke cherry.
In the chat?
No. No.
We
That was plum.
plum. Zaagwaakaamok.
Baakwemin. I don't know. Does that sound right? Baakwemin, black cherry or
You know what? That one escapes me. I don't, I'll
oh,
have to look it up.
that's what it says on this online thing anywhere. Baakwemin.
Yeah, I think there's a different word for it.
Aazha.
Mawinzowin, pin cherry. There's only two.
Baakwemin.
Baakwemin.
Baakwemin. Oh, when you Baakwemin again.
Me aware that chook cherry.
Oh, me now, eh? Okay, Baakwemin. I didn't even know I said that word.
Baakwemin, you know, there's lots of it.
See, what's happening is really this happens everywhere, I'm assuming, but when Charlie starts talking, then he reminds me, you see, of some words, and then that's how we carry on. And in our meetings, that's how it happens. One person will say something that will trigger somebody else, and that somebody else will trigger another one.
Pretty soon we remember. Yeah.
Pretty soon, yes.
Mhm.
Wabagoni is a flower, eh?
Wabiguna, huh? Wabigonis. Oh, Wabigun, yeah.
Wabagoni. And some of these names are Wabagoni Gabu. Some of these name is flower standing. Mkcay. Somebody who's got no shirt on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mkcay.
Quay.
I don't know if it's, I don't know, I don't think it means anything else. I think it's just that top half, I think.
That's what I remember, yeah. Mitakwe means from the midriff up, they don't have nothing on. Oh, misset. Okay, show misset. Oh, misset. That's the stomach, but I added the giche to it.
That bear stomach.
Big stomach.
A big stomach. Yeah.
What is the other one? Chianagish?
Well, nagish is the intestine, right? But if you know what,
Oh,
Sandy,
nuggish.
Sandy Bay uses that word for other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be saying it in front of them. Yeah. It's amazing how different reserves use words. Like that particular one, onagish is intestine, but when Sandy Bay uses it, it refers to a male private part. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Slang kind of.
It's yeah.
You
Gotta
don't
talk.
say weenek?
Oganen?
Weenek.
It's gonna be really long though.
Oh,
Oh yeah, well that's why they reference it that way. Yes. Oganen Charlie Annika then.
Well, I thought maybe weenek was the. I don't know if that's the right word.
Maybe
It
they got
is the right
multiple
word.
names
It
for
is.
the parts.
Yes. It's the proper one. It's not onagish.
I'll just mute myself.
We're being honest here, guys. Yes.
Yeah.
It's good to know though.
Yes.
Instead of just saying stuff and then people are like,
Yeah. What did you just say? Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's embarrassing if you say it the wrong way.
Yeah.
you mean when you say it the wrong way?
Yes. Well,
Anybody else have thoughts or things they want to know about on
Yeah.
the summer theme or off
We
the
have
summer theme?
we have some people on here that we haven't heard from yet.
Mm-hmm.
Wiindaanige.
Dene and giidaanige. Any special requests?
Yes.
Well,
This is
not
our
after
friends on
that.
Friday.
Is this getting edited out for YouTube or what?
No.
Well,
Do you
hopefully
edit,
Kirby will
Kirby?
edit that part. Yes. Is there any requests from you ladies?
But nobody wants to ask after anything after that.
Don't be shy. Come on. We
But
gotta
now-
Break
know.
the ice. I have a question about the giidaanige wiindamoon. Is that how it's said?
Yes, that's right.
Giidaanige-
Giidaanige
giidaanige.
Giidaanige wiindamoon means I told you so, or I told you previously.
Okay.
That Dawnis' favorite word now.
Yeah. I remember Kuku telling that story a lot.
Giidaanige wiindamoon.
Or I tried telling you, yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that context, yes.
They're
She
kinda
said
doing
it was Grandpa that went to go check on them. She said she was sitting in the van when she heard that bird.
Oh, yeah.
And she said it went on this little pole and it was talking to her. And then she said that to Grandpa, but he went anyways. And then when he came back out, he said they're not ripe. And then that little bird said that. And she said she'd just laughing. I don't know, she'd tell that story again and again. The ones that she would laugh about.
Giidaanige wiindamoon. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
She said too, she would tell that story about somebody would say or she's, I don't know, she's just laughing something about her sister, and then they were asking about she doesn't have very many white hairs, and she'd say, yeah, that's because I can't remember what she said. That she didn't she always thinks good thoughts, and that's why she doesn't have very many gray hairs. But then there was somebody there who had lots of gray hair, and that she just feel good, just laugh remembering that being bad.
I guess I'll go back to dyeing my hair.
Oh, I think she just did that to tease her.
It's different, eh? When people say things in the language, it's so much more meaningful, so much more. I don't know. It gives it life. The language gives things meaning in life.
Mm-hmm. I like those when you were talking about words to go get things and like bring things here. I was like, to me, that's kind of like the language I would like to learn.
Did we cover Pidon? Did we say that word then? Pidon?
Be doing.
Yeah. Bring it. Bring.
Yeah, be doing, yeah.
What about like put it away? Put something away.
Natun. Natun.
Mm. Do you have a
When
word
would
for
you
like
use
put it out?
Saskatoon?
Hmm?
When would you use that, Barb?
Over then.
Saskatoon.
Yeah, that would be similar to Natun. Sagakinan is but in a careful way. Put something away in a careful way. Sagakinan. It speaks to caution and being careful.
Sagakkinan?
Yes.
What about putting something out? Like when you're asked to put the water out or put out ashes or.
Put out if it's something that's burning, atwaitun. Atwaitun.
Put it out, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna put out the light.
If it's something that's alive, like a fire or yeah, that's what it refers to. Atwaitun. Putting it out.
You could say Atwayan.
Yeah, that's yeah, atwain.
Today. You could say that for a light bulb too.
Yes, that's right.
Atwayan. So when you shut off the lights to go to sleep, Atwayan. Atwayan. Or you could say Atwayan again.
Atway again.
All
very
over.
good.
Atwayan again.
The opposite to that is waskunenjigen.
Yeah.
Is put on the light. Waskunenjigen.
Yeah.
Put on the light.
How about that one there? Show me going in.
Ogunen.
Show me going in.
Show me when.
Mkcay.
Smile. Smile. Yeah.
I have a little story about that, and it's kind of cute. It's something similar to what Dawnis talks about. My stepdad did not understand or speak a word of English, and he never really learned the language, so he just spoke the language only. And my mother could speak English really well, and I remember one time they weren't getting along, and he was trying to get her to to be happy. He didn't want her to be miserable anymore. So I remember him coming into the room, and my mom's name was Clara. He says, Clara, taga smiling Gwenan. Oh, smiling Gwenan. Smile means, well, smile, right? Wing Gwenan means to make that face like be happy. That's what he was trying to tell her to do, to be happy, to smile. So Ming Gwenan. Yeah. Smiling Gwenan. It's half Anishinaabe and half English.
Oh,
Uganaging is the face, right?
Yes. Geget. Uganaging.
Uganaging is a face.
do you guys want to ask anything now today? Kate, Angeline's on there now too.
Oh yes, Angeline is here.
Oh shit.
This is gonna be the clipped out version part.
To the editor, yes.
So if we see each other on this weekend at the treaty conference, song I think that's a Saturday.
Yeah, matinee.
Saturday. Then Sunday is Niibamiinan. It's a prayer day. Like it's a make a reference to a reader day. Niibamiinan. Mkcay is to read. Mkcay is a reader day or a prayer day. Then Monday is Mkcay. Mkcay. Tuesday is what? Yeah.
Wednesday is up. What is Wednesday again? Uptasik. Uptasik is Wednesday.
Basic.
Mhm.
Halfway.
Yes. Good one.
Between.
Up there, yeah, halfway. That's what it's describing. Halfway through the week. Uptasik.
Jeez. Sorry.
Uptasik. Uptasik. Yeah. SEG, I think.
SEG.
Yes. Measure. It's Wednesday.
Then Thursday is what?
Niibamiinan.
Niibamiinan.
Horse day.
People
Fourth
say
day.
too, Ishkwa Apatawase.
Hey, you could pick up on some of these ways,
Yes. Yep.
but new you got it seems easier for me
Mhm.
because you're going to follow along with that. Friday is you got. I don't know. Is that how? Is that the words for it?
Mikä niin se kentämaan?
Yeah.
Matinee, you got this Saturday. You know what? Is this for you know what is
Anapi.
Fort Perry.
Anapi. That word anapi means when. Anapi.
Yeah, we're going to go over there Friday.
You know, Charlie, let's talk about that. Did you get the schedule?
Yeah, we make the schedule. We're going to arrive on Friday. A lot of us are going to be like the camp days on Friday. Sunrise is going to be on Saturday morning.
It
And
says
we'll
here,
have
it says here that you're doing ceremony every morning from the 31st to the 3rd. Okay, get?
Yeah.
I just bagusto ni mi gomen na ni not cook water ceremony.
Yeah, you can just choose whatever you want to do. But
Every
I don't
day?
have to do all of the sunrise ceremonies. I just want to assign people as they wish to do it.
Okay. Because Josie and Marilyn and Hilda, Louise and Dawnis and Cindy need to know. So I'm thinking the 31st for sure.
But, and then maybe some other people would like to honor the water in a different way.
I
Other
get,
times,
okay,
you
okay,
know, you can pick a day and then we could go with what we know to be. But I wanted the first day, I wanted circle meeting.
a campfire meeting.
We could have it on the first day in the morning. We could have it that sunrise, and then you could have the water too if you want.
Okay, me,
Yeah.
Mkcay, get that, huh?
And then we can have breakfast and then some introductions and some after when you get back, introductions and greetings and then share our collective thought for an agenda for that 4 days.
Okay,
I mean, anyway, not gonna get.
okay, okay, get.
So we each have a way to talk of things. When in the month. What do we
Okay.
want?
The other thing that we talked about, you guys, is anyone can bring their pipe. Anyone can bring their little cup, their copper cup, their pipe to participate.
Yeah,
Okay. Migigit you now on.
got about 5 minutes here before we start close up.
What is What does that translate to? Besides Saturday? Is that like cleaning day, you said?
Is it changing over?
It's something, it's a movement, it's a madne. Na Charlie Gego.
Something is starting.
Yes,
Majistemagat, you know. Majiste is it is moving. Madne Gishikat. It's the start of the week or something like that. Madne Gishikat. Neme Gishikat.
Swan egg is good.
Neme Gishikat.
What's that?
Day after reading day?
Day after the meeting day or prayer day.
That's where some of those words for the days came from, eh? Because some people call Saturday giidaanige, but I don't do it on that day.
Not around here.
that's a good one. I like that.
Then Friday, some people say Mkcay, which I never seen anyone make bread on Friday.
He never seen anyone make bread. He's just crying.
Does that mean payday? Just kidding.
That's like when you pay somebody to make fry bread.
So I get the Bishkam. The Bishkam is somebody's birthday. The Bishkam. The birthday. The Bishkam birthday. That, I don't know if there's a translation to that. The Bishkam. It's a. I don't know if there's a way to translate birthday.
Tibishku is right overhead. Tibishku. Right overhead.
Right overhead.
Yes. Unjana. Unjana is karma. In English, they call it karma. Unjana is when you do something to someone or an animal or and it comes back to you. There's a price to pay for that. Unjana.
Unjane?
Unjana, yes.
Engineer or
Unjana, O-N. J. Yes. Unjana, yes.
Yeah, you could do something like kill too many birds, and then your arm goes limp or something, you know. Engineer, you know, you do too much of one thing.
Yes. That's a teaching, that one. That everybody gets unjana, that word unjana, that
So if you cause an animal some suffering or you don't innate this,
yes.
you don't innate this.
Either, yeah, it comes back either to you or your child, your children.
So I have to quit teasing Kirby.
That just keeps going around and around.
Yeah.
And Pune.
Pune, that's a good one, yeah. Pune.
Leave him alone.
Only
Stop.
Pune.
Une.
is leave somebody alone. Only
Bune or bune?
Pune.
Pune.
Oh yeah.
Only leave that person alone.
Yeah.
I didn't share the memes, okay? Right.
I heard one too that we have Keikopena. It's don't.
Oh, it's good. Don't. Yeah. You could say mano too.
Mano,
Let it
leave
be.
them alone.
No, you hear people say mano, let it be.
Let it
Let
be.
it be. Let it be. Yeah. Somebody did something. Oh, mano.
Or let it go.
Like
And
Kiem and Cree.
could be. Let it be, let it go, meaning the thinking behind that, the teaching behind that is Creator will take care of it.
Mano.
It's the teaching behind it, yes. Let it go, let it be.
It just leaves you off the hook if you want to leave it so like your feelings are not caught into what is happening. You just let it go. Well, it's about 5 minutes here. I don't know if you want to close off with anything.
Sounds like a good place to stop. Hey, Mano.
Mano,
Yeah.
mimic, yeah. Mimic is enough. Mimic, yeah, is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point
That's enough.
Go name me and Angela.
Mimic.
Only tone is stop.
Stop it. Puntun.
Yeah, point tone. Stop it now. The point 2 minutes ago. Or something like that.
Okay, good.
We're supposed to stop like three words ago.
They're just word association, even the word stop.
I'll keep
Oh,
rolling.
they were telling you to stop, but you didn't stop.
They had to rephrase.
Okay, miigwech, you guys.
Yeah.
Miigwech.
Good one.
It's a good one. Okay.
Okay, good.
Well, me go.
Miigwech. Kikawabamin.
Yeah, yeah.
I can go to the garden.